The Iron Butt Challenge is an iconic motorcycling badge of honor where you ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours. And you often end up on roads that look like this. Now, since the 1980s, when they started keeping track of this kind of thing, tens of thousands of motorcyclists have completed the challenge as a test of endurance for themselves and the machines that they're riding.
And also, presumably as an excuse to just get out and see the world.
And as much as we love seeing the world, we have never done it.
It is a popular undertaking, but it kind of feels like with modern touring bikes and all their creature comforts, it's a little boring.
It's just not difficult in the way that we find interesting, you might say.
So you folks can probably see where this is headed. We want to take on the Iron Butt Challenge, but we want to do it Throttle Out style. So we're still aiming to ride 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours, but we want to do it without stopping.
That's without stopping to eat, without stopping for the bathroom, and without stopping for gas.
And we're doing those 1,000 miles on $1,000 motorcycles.
And it just started pouring, because of course it did.
Really pouring.
The starting line for our 1,000-mile road trip was in Orange, Texas, the easternmost city in the Lone Star State. If all went to plan, we would ride our budget motorcycles all the way to El Paso, the westernmost city, and cover a little more than 1,000 miles along the way. The weather in Orange did not bode well for a nonstop road trip. Then again, neither did our choice of bikes.
Whoa! Holy crap! That just came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh.
That escalated very quickly.
Okay, well, we are getting pounded with some ridiculous rain.
Texas-sized raindrops,
Oh,
those are. Speaking of escalating quickly.
Jeez, you need a hand there? You've got a big girl. Okay, that's a whole separate issue. The issue that we need to address is the whole bike choice thing. When we were given $1,000 to do this challenge, I was like, I need something cheap, obviously, because I only have $1,000. I need something fuel efficient, because I'm trying to travel a long distance. So I ended up with a Honda CBR 250R, little single-cylinder motor. It's obviously been through the ringer and been crashed a few times, and it's got 30,000 miles on it. But when new, the bike would get 65 miles per gallon. I'm estimating down to 60 due to wear and tear. And I got a 2.9-gallon tank, so that is 175 miles of range.
AKA not enough.
AKA not enough. I got a big delta to make up, which means I need to carry a lot of fuel on the little sibber here. My plan is to put a 5-gallon jerry can there, a 5-gallon jerry can there, another can on the back, 15 gallons. That's another 900 miles of range. Run some fuel lines up to the gas tank, have an electric switch, an electric pump, and then grin and bear it and really hope that I'm not soaking wet for 1,000 miles. At the end of the day, I only spent $400 on this little CBR here. I am pretty stoked on that deal.
And it's a good thing he only spent $400 because to get this fighter bomber of a two-wheeled vehicle, the Kawasaki Concourse 1000, I had to spend 1,600 American dollars, which is the remainder of our
Spent my money.
budget. So I owe him a sandwich or two. The point is, the Kawasaki Concourse has a 7.5-gallon fuel tank, which is big for a motorcycle.
Very sizable.
Yeah. Because the Connie 1000 looks like it was designed by the US Air Force, because it basically was, as far as I can tell, I will be refueling the US Air Force Way, which is a tanker vehicle next to me on the road and a hose running out of it to refill the Connie's tank as I fly, just like a fighter pilot.
That seems a little dangerous, and it definitely seems like cheating.
What? You
Yeah, all my
invented the
gas on me,
self-sufficient thing.
someone's giving you
The
gas?
challenge was to go 1,000 miles without stopping.
Yeah.
And I want to wear a bomber jacket and feel like Tom Cruise.
Since Zach was exploiting a loophole in our challenge, his Connie didn't need much work. But with less than 24 hours until we were scheduled to depart, I still had to make a luggage rack, mount gas cans, and install a fuel pump to transfer the extra gas into the CBR's tank.
Stripped all of the bodywork off the backside of the little CBR here because I feel like I need to get to the subframe, this solid structure, in order to mount my gas cans. Got these beautiful NATO spec gas cans, so the goal is to mount them to the flanks, which honestly looks like it'll be easier than I was thinking. The weather's not letting up, guys. Other than actually figuring out how to put the gas cans on the bike, one of my biggest struggles is figuring out how to get gas out and allow air in to replace the gas that's gonna be pulled out. And I'm working with this tiny little gas cap that lived up here, but I got a vent on it, and I've fashioned this bulkhead fitting. It's gonna fit in here so we can stick fuel line on there. And the beauty of it is we found everything we needed at the local tractor supply store. So hats off to the local farmers that need all this stuff to fix their tractors and trucks, because it's exactly what we needed in order to get the little CBR to go across Texas.
Not raining anymore, Ari.
Yay!
The weather is beckoning us.
It's an improvement.
This is the auxiliary fuel tank for the tanker vehicle. Yeah, I think it's gonna work.
So far, pretty confident about where I'm going to put the gasoline on the bike. I had these cool jerry can holders, secured them to the chassis, and dig this, guys. This is looking pretty overlanding, if I say so myself. I got 10 gallons right there. I got another 5 that's gonna sit where the passenger would be right behind me. There's still plenty of room for me. Now I have to figure out how to get the gas from there into the tank.
Okay, time has come to test the Connie 1000's refuel capabilities. I stole Ari away from his bike, which still needs a fair amount of work. But the point is, we have a little parking lot here. We're gonna ride around slowly next to the tanker test mule with the auxiliary tank in the back with a hose running and the pump down to the Connie tank.
Yeah, and despite what you folks are probably thinking, we did put a little bit of thought into this for safety. We've got a grounding strap from the back of the truck so that is grounded, no static there, and then we'll have a grounding strap running from the truck to the bike. We don't want any sources of ignition. I am wearing a Nomex suit. I have a fire extinguisher. I will also be wearing a Nomex hood.
That's right, there is always potential for fire when you are messing with gasoline, so we try to take every precaution possible. If all goes well, we won't need those things. We'll just put around the parking lot, make sure this works, so that when we're on the actual mission for 1000, we're okay.
All right, this is gonna be fun.
Your grounding strap, sir.
Gonna have to get through this turn, holy cow.
Woo.
It's hard to modulate speed with the clutch, and
Yeah, that's fair.
how about that?
That looks great. And it's on a raw piece of metal as well, so you ready for a fuel
Okay.
line?
Yep, cap open. Ah, geez.
Whoop, whoop, not good. Oh, it runs automatically. That's not what I was expecting. All right, gas.
In the tank, ready to push some fuel.
Fuel is flowing.
Yep, getting gas in there.
All right, that's the dance, my friend.
All right,
Success. All right.
grounding strap,
Woohoo!
cap locked, and we're off to the MF'n races.
Jeez.
So here's the deal. Been slaving on this rig all day. Pretty sure it's gonna go 1,000 miles unsupported. I've got my fuel tanks mounted, all 15 gallons. Racks are on the subframe. And the plumbing, which was quite a doozy to do. I've got pipes going into each filler cap, and then I've got valves. And then they tee into another pipe and into another pipe that goes to electric fuel pump I've got under the fairing here. And I don't have all of them connected because I'm using these one-time use mechanical connectors. So basically, once I actually rig this all together, it's fully together and can't be taken apart without tools, which is kind of good because it guarantees that I don't do any cheating along the way. But if it doesn't work, I'm pretty screwed. So I'm going to flip the valve, flip the switch, and really hope that some fuel flows through that hose and into my tank. I'm actually pretty nervous about this. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
There's always more work to be done, but our time was up. We added a few finishing touches, checked the fine print of our insurance policy, then we stepped back to admire our 1,000-mile steeds.
pretty optimistic. We finished the first part of the challenge, which is building the bikes. I've got what is a 1,000-mile CBR. I got 17.9 gallons of gas.
So good.
I'm really excited about how this all turned out. I'm not so excited about what I have to do with it tomorrow.
Well, I cannot really be quite as proud of my machine as Ari is of his, but I do think that the C10 is ready for mission number 1. I've got the fighter badging on there, obviously the shark mouth. I've got MotoGP winglets for stability in all conditions, not least of which refueling.
Yeah, you need that.
Cup holder, charge points front and back.
Ready for the long haul.
As far as going to the bathroom,
You guys are wondering.
Yeah, everyone was wondering. We have endurance racing catheters. Don't worry. And I'm sure that we'll be talking about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be notifying each other. We'll be like, do not ride behind me right now. Other concerns are carrying snacks. We're gonna get some tank bags and load them up with beef jerky and all sorts of things to keep ourselves full. Other than that,
Sleep.
yes.
Because we leave at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning and the sun's still up, but we need to really get as much rest as we can.
Yeah, so get back to the hotel, put our heads down, get up in the morning, and I did not sleep well at all.
That's how it goes with these things, right? The anticipation is like too much.
I feel like the Apollo astronauts walking out the scaffolding to the capsule. Got wires and electronics and packs and hoses.
It's too bad what we're doing isn't actually important.
That's a good point. Man, it's a sharp, it looks so good.
It's so good.
It's all proportional. All right, this is the first time I get to view you from this side, and then it's just all dash all the way.
I got a little dew on my...
Yeah, you do. So a little housekeeping, folks. Do not try this at home.
Yeah, actually, we haven't addressed that. And, you know, sometimes people say that on these shows, like, oh, don't try this at home, LOL. Seriously, even right now, before having ridden, seems like kind of a bad idea. And certainly what we're doing is experimental at best.
Good way to put it.
Yeah. According to the Connie, we are 4:54, Ari. Do you think
Hey.
that's a good time to leave?
That's my dad's racing number. I'm gonna
Right.
zero my trip meter.
Trip meters are zeroed.
Ready to kick it into gear?
Connie is running smooth, obviously. Come on, girl. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Next stop, El Paso. Just pulled my feet up on the foot pegs. They don't get to touch sweet Mother Earth for a long time.
That's right.
This is a really interesting way to get one's iron butt.
I'm pretty comfortable so far. How about you?
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. Here we go.
I think I'm already ready to use my catheter. What leg did you go with?
Right.
Great minds think alike, I guess.
I'm kind of excited to see the landscape change over the course of the day.
I'm kind of excited for the sun to come up so I can see the landscape.
The first 100 miles were smooth sailing, and by the time the sun came up, we were already approaching Houston. Unfortunately, we weren't the only ones.
Yeah, traffic's not good for what we're trying to do, which is make good time and not stop.
Don't these people going to their jobs have any respect for what we're trying to do here?
For people on a mission,
It is 7:40 and we are on the west side of Houston and this is catheter test 1.
We haven't tested them yet, so this will be our first experience. And if it's a success, then we might have turned over a new leaf and we're
we're gonna do this on every road trip we ever take. I think I'm just gonna do it because I really gotta go. Yeah, this is hard. I kind of need to stand up. I don't know what to do. Oh, there's a car behind me.
Yeah, there's lots of traffic.
Oh, I'm going. Oh, this is so weird. Is there pee coming out?
Yeah, there is.
Thank goodness. That means it's connected. It's not very satisfying, I'll tell you that.
Really?
Doing a one-legged squat, yeah.
Oh, they're going past a cop, standing on the foot pegs of a motorcycle with a bomb on it with piss coming out your leg.
I'm nervous that some might have leaked out, but you said you saw it coming out of the pipe?
Oh yeah, it's definitely coming out of the pipe. In fact, it's dripping out the pipe still onto your exhaust pipe right now.
I'm flashed on empty, man, and according to the trip meter, we've gone 186, so either this motorcycle is an overachiever or my math was wrong. I should have already been out of gas. Okay, I should be able to flip this here switch, and we should see fuel flow down there. Here we go.
There it goes.
There it goes, all right.
Yeah.
And then I've got this guy that I need to keep an eye on. That's kind of my my last ditch. Your tank is full hose, but I'm just gonna let it run for a few minutes out of that tank, and then I'll switch to the other tank.
So you're gonna pull a little bit off both tanks just to bring the fuel level down a little bit?
Yeah, because I want to keep my load balanced. You know, it's still a sport bike, nimble machine. I'm trying to keep it agile, keep it balanced. That's so cool.
That's wicked. My fuel gauge is down to just above E. I'm supposed to get another 70, 80 miles out of this, so fingers crossed.
With the concourse running on fumes, we landed just outside Austin at the massive Circuit of the Americas facility. Instead of riding on the track, our plan was to use the world-class parking lot as a runway to refuel.
Talking a big game about getting your gas on the fly, but where's this Air Force spec tanker you're talking about?
Keep your eye in the sky, my friend. Or, you know, figuratively, eye on the sky. It'll be here. This is Concourse 1000. Karma, Apple, Tangerine 3914. Calling for fuel.
We copy Iron Eagle. The Beluga is inbound on your 6.
Copy Blackhawk. Eyes up.
Such a cloud. That's your big bird, huh? That is a pretty fancy rig. Certainly high spec.
Blackhawk confirming we are going for counterclockwise circles for the refuel.
Copy that. Commencing ground wire extension.
Reduce speed a little bit, Blackhawk. Reduce speed, please.
Look at this. It's just like in the dirt parking lot, only a lot smoother.
Grounding wire deployed. Deploying fueling hose.
Refuel hose. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Blackhawk.
Oh no. Dropped your hose. Dropped it all.
Blackhawk, we're going to need you to not accelerate on the straight parts, go the same speed as you go in the curves, because I cannot modulate throttle.
Copy that. Refueling initiated.
Copy Blackhawk, round 2. Give it another shot. Grounding strap to avoid static charge. Cap open. Turning is very tricky. Definitely wish I had a longer stretch here. Come on. Go.
Doesn't look easy.
Not easy. Okay, start pumping, Blackhawk. No fuel yet. Go in, please.
Fuel pump is active.
Yeah, we got fuel. We got fuel coming in. Yes.
On the fly fueling.
There we go. Yes. Getting pretty good, getting full.
Smells like gasoline back here.
Yep. It's a lot more precarious than doing it in the sky because those pilots have 3 dimensions. I only have 2. So,
Also a lot
know,
more precarious than just, opening a valve and hitting the switch, but
I don't have to drive a bomb around though. I just have to drive next to a bomb briefly. Yes, keep going. Good. Looking good. Okay, cut. Hold.
Refuel complete.
all right, just a little spillage.
Just a little
Nicely
bit of
done.
spillage. No big deal. Cap shut.
Good luck out there, Iron Eagle.
And we are good to go.
Nicely done. Let's hit the road.
Full of fuel. Reset trip meter at 288 miles. Many thanks, Blackhawk. We'll see you in 275 miles.
We continue to push west across the state, watching the landscape slowly change. Rural Texas is charming, but its small towns and their stop signs and red lights pose a serious challenge for our nonstop commitment.
So we're those jerks that roll up to the red light really slowly, but this is one where, well, I guess you could bump off to the side if you had to, but there's nowhere to go. My dreams could be dashed by a simple traffic light. Are we allowed to go red on red?
There's a cop. Just
Be cool about it.
Gotta be polite about it.
All right, and then I'm gonna go left on this little 18th Street.
Copy. This guy in the Subaru is gonna screw me. We're doing a thing here, guy. There we go. Much appreciated.
Oh shoot, this might not have been a great idea. Seems like a busy intersection with a stop sign.
Might have to go right again.
Go right again. Oh. All right, we're getting pretty far off course here.
We are. We're literally going out of our way
in order to fulfill this challenge.
In order to fulfill the challenge that we made up, where the bike has to keep rolling. Uh-oh, red light.
Yeah, do I bust a UE here, or can we go red on red? Like that.
We can go red on red, but we can't get by that truck.
Can't get by that F-150.
Jeez Louise. We're trapped.
I'm gonna turn around right now and just kind of linger at the intersection. You with me?
Nope.
You coming back?
Yep. I'm with you now.
All right, still green with another green after it.
Green light. We gotta get out of Hondo. We gotta get out of here, Hondo.
Whew, that is stressful.
Coming up on Del Rio meant we covered 500 miles. Halfway there. Aries' refueling system was working great, and despite running under constant throttle for almost 10 hours, neither machine had shown any signs of slowing down. We humans, however, were starting to wear out.
As you might expect, we're getting pretty weary. Not feeling great. How are you holding up, Zachary?
All things considered, my butt doesn't hurt quite as much as I thought it would. My knees hurt more than I thought they would.
Yes.
And speaking of more, your bike is getting kick-ass fuel mileage, agreed?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's because we're riding slowly and gently or because I put 45 PSI in the tire, but we estimated 175 miles per gallon. I'm getting more like 200 to 210 to a tank.
That's miles per tank, not miles per gallon.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm getting delirious.
We are along the Mexican border, Del Rio, Texas. I need a Blackbird. Blackbird, I need a Blackbird. This is Concourse 1000. Need fuel up to, please.
There she is, your big tanker in the sky.
Yes.
You guys are getting good at this.
Hosems. Clear to pump, Blackbird, clear to pump.
I see fuel flowing. That's a good sign.
Yes. Yes, here we go.
Look out.
I feel just like Tom Cruise. I'm very sad that my bomber jacket did not come in the mail.
That's too bad.
Gotta feel good about this. I mean, my knees don't feel good about it, but aside from that,
Body's not feeling great.
okay, let's shut it off, Blackbird.
Wouldn't be a motorcycle road trip or really a Throttle Out episode these days without a little bit of rain.
We've been bringing the rain on the episodes, man. I'm surprised. And of all the places it's going to rain, we're now officially in the desert of eastern Texas, and now it starts to rain.
I know, but how about that smell?
Oh, so good, that petrichor smell.
It's lovely. Hopefully we don't get too wet. Fingers crossed, but into the abyss we go.
it's sunset in the desert. We are feeling slightly refreshed from our little bath, but mostly we are a little bit intimidated. I've got one more fuel stop I gotta dominate, and from here on out, it's just into the darkness.
The final fill-up for the Connie was scheduled, rather poetically, in our opinion, just outside the desert town of Marathon. And with a dark road and weary riders, it was liable to be the most difficult rendezvous yet.
The Concourse 1000 needs fuel, which means only one thing, Black Hawk. We need a Black Hawk. Caw.
You gotta call it in.
I'm calling it in one last time. This is Karma Apple Tangerine 3914 Concourse 1000. Please drop fuel hose. I need it desperately. This is the point when the fueling is a little bit sketchy because I have been sitting on this motorcycle for 18 hours. A little bit sketchy at this point. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry that I don't do anything reputable for a living. Cut fuel, Black Hawk, cut fuel, please. And retract hose, Black Hawk, please.
Yeah, well done. We got 230 miles left to El Paso. All we got going against us is fatigue and
everything else.
Yeah, it's only 2 turns, but we got this, man. Final stretch. Zachary, you know how much I love riding motorcycles.
As you know how much I love riding motorcycles.
But you know what? I'm sick of riding this motorcycle. I'm ready to be done riding bikes for a little while. This is the longest I've ever done any one thing, like physically.
I mean, this has been pretty punishing, man.
Super punishing.
I'm impressed with this motorcycle. $1,600 off Craigslist, and it just ran for the better part of 24 hours without stopping.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna signal, because...
Do it, please do.
Guys, I'm gonna put my landing gear down. I'm gonna put my landing gear down for the first time in so long. Ready? Here we go. This is what I've been trying to avoid. Touchdown! The Eagle has landed! Oh, that feels good. And you know what? I'm just gonna stall my bike, because I can.
It's like being back on the ground after a long flight or being out at sea or something. You think your legs are gonna work when you step off the machine?
I honestly couldn't say. Ooh. I feel like a newborn deer or something.
I'm still trying to get off.
Oh. Bring it in, friend. 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles, man. We did it. 1,000 miles.
Between 20 and 24 hours is how long it's been.
It's been the better part of a day.
On the 1,000-mile ride, Concourse 1000, 10 out of, well, not 10 out of 10. Maybe 8 out of 10 because one of my winglets fell off and there wasn't enough, legroom. The CBR. What a
Star of the
superstar.
show right here, guys. Go efficient, go small, go narrow, go skinny tired. It worked so well. And here's what's amazing. The system worked with the transfer of fuel, but it turns out I have extra fuel. I've still got fuel to here. I've got 3.5 gallons in this tank. That's more than a full tank. I've got another 250 miles of range.
Essentially, the longer you ride a Honda CBR 250, the more gas it produces.
What about us? Where's our? We're like we did good too.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it didn't
proud
tip
of this
over.
body. It survived and it hasn't broken down. I thought I was gonna be in really rough shape. Next thing we got to do, folks, is go to bed. So good night.
I'm gonna ride the CBR to the hotel.
Yeah, switch it up.
See what you got here.
I can lift my leg over the seat.
Riding 1,000 miles in 24 hours is not the most enjoyable way to spend a day on a motorcycle. And riding 1,000 miles in 24 hours without stopping? That's just excessive and proves exactly nothing. But if you ride motorcycles at all, you probably don't do it because it's the sensible option. It's the exhausting, uncomfortable, cold, sweaty, achy, but never felt more alive option.
And if you're going to attempt an iron butt, we have to recommend Texas. There are high speed limits, straight roads, and it is a stunning gateway from the lush floodplains of the Gulf Coast to the frontier of the Wild West. Just don't forget your catheter.
Get your own lane.
Go,
Don't
go,
yield.
go, go! Can't stop, won't stop. It's gonna be real luck of the draw if we manage to make it.
There's no way we're gonna make it.